If you run an online course that consists of primarily video lessons, it may be interesting to you to set a minimum watch time for your video lessons. This would mean that your students wouldn't be able to proceed on to the next lesson unless they've watched, say, 50% of your video or 70% of your video. And by doing this, you ensure that your students are indeed watching and learning from you. And if you combine this with an end of the lesson quiz, well, you will have cultivated a lot of Albert Einsteins by the end of your course. Okay, so in order to enable a minimum watch time for your video lessons, you want to be using Thrive Apprentice to host your course. This is the best learning management system, not just in the WordPress ecosystem, but in the entire world. All right, so I'm in the back end of my WordPress website. You obviously need to have Thrive Apprentice installed on your site. If you don't know how to do that, there's a link here popping up on screen right now that will help you how to get Apprentice up and running on your website. And once you have Apprentice installed, we're simply going to jump into the back end of Thrive Apprentice. We're going to jump into our courses section. Here I have a course on mastering empanadas. And let's just assume that we're going to create a new lesson inside the first module. We're going to call this Ingredients You Can Find. And instead of having a text lesson, let's change this to video lesson. You would give it a URL, you would give it a lesson summary. You can customize here the settings. You're going to pull in your YouTube URL or your Vimeo URL or your bunny.net URL. But the important thing here to note is that towards the bottom, since we enabled video lessons, we have the option to use the video watch progress to control the mark as complete action. If we enable this toggle, this means that that mark as complete button that every Thrive Apprentice lesson comes with is only going to be enabled if our students have watched 100% of the video, or if they've watched 50% of the video, or we can customize this to be 75% of the video. That means that students need to watch at least 75% of the video in order for that mark as complete button to be enabled towards the bottom of your lesson. You would then just hit save. Let's publish the lesson, and if we preview the lesson, here you can see my video. The mark lesson as complete button is not going to be enabled. You must complete all requirements for this lesson in order to mark it as complete. So let's watch 75% of the video and let's see if we can mark the lesson as complete. All right, I've got about 30 seconds left of the video, and as you can see, this button is now highlighted. I can officially mark the lesson as complete and proceed on to the next lesson. And here's how to do it. I don't think it can get any easier than this, seriously, but if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comment section below. You will find in the description box as well a link to our site where you can learn more about Thrive Apprentice and all of the great things you can do with it. I appreciate your time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.